All right, I am ready. Are you ready? With the time? All right. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, Majenga, Majongo. Yeah, we're gonna go fast. So everything you thought you knew about Majora's Mask, I want you to throw it out the old window because this is going to be incredibly different. So we'll see what happens. Do you know what's really good about Majora's Mask 3D? There's no intro. Just kidding. That's not a thing. We still have to go through the intro.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have first cycle to go through still. So yeah, that's it.
But I bet I made you guys all wonder what was going on with that. So
Good one, dude.
yeah, whoa.
You almost got me, and I know the route.
Whoa! Actually, I don't think you know this route.
No, I actually don't.
I don't think you know this route.
This is the updated route.
So this route, yeah,
We've
you go. You can explain it. That's fine. Okay. So this is a pretty new route. There's a new trick found a couple of 2 months ago, I think, and my Clint's brother. I'm sorry, I have to stop this explanation to address this. Yes, actually, I am. Thank you for asking. I knew that people were eager to find out. Okay, so basically, there was a new trick that was found, I think 2 months ago, and it's pretty crazy. I didn't actually think it was going to do anything for the any percent route, but turns out it does make it a little bit faster. Probably also easier and significantly more entertaining to watch, in my opinion. So it's good, but we'll explain that when we get to it. Although I'm sure a lot of people already know what's going on with that. But yeah, this is a pretty hot speed game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's a pretty awful game though. It's incredibly unstable and crashes a lot. So I'm gonna hope we don't get any of those. I'm gonna be doing a lot of safety saves in this run because, yeah, this game's kind of awful. So hopefully I don't get beat up by anything like that, but we'll see. Thanks everyone for the good lucks. All right, so we're getting into it now. So backwalking is faster, but surprisingly not by all that much. But it's good to do over long distances. Dude, wasn't that gameplay riveting? Well, if the answer for you is no, then you're in luck because it's over now and we're gonna watch more cutscenes. Very cool. Do we have any donations that need to be read right now?
I believe this is the marathon.
Oh, dang. Yeah, actually, I gotta go. Yo, we got 10,000 francrezes from Aaron Toad. Thank you very much for your generous donation, Aaron. Dude, that guy took our money. What? Oh no.
So compared to the original game, there's a lot of changes in this game.
There are a lot.
So we're getting introduced to our first form change here, which is Deku form. Deku form has been changed a bit, and we'll explain why. It will be very noticeable for the people who played N64 Majora's Mask.
My job is to make the difference not so noticeable, but I'm gonna tell you, it's when playing the game, the difference is quite noticeable in not a good way. But these cutscenes, man, they're wow. We're moving along. Oh, and if you watched my run the other night where my capture card died like a bajillion times, I think I fixed that. So it might happen once or twice, but not like 30 times like it did the other night. So yeah. So the thing with Deku that Fox was talking about is that it takes a really long time for him to accelerate. His movement was like nerfed considerably. Also, on the original version, every single mass transformation form of Link moves way faster than human Link, like all of them. Even like just the walking speed of Goron, it seems really slow, but it's actually faster than human. But in this game, that's changed, and all walking speeds and like movement speeds and rolling speeds, back walking speeds are all the same. But the acceleration for Deku is like bad. So I'm getting Deku nuts here, which seems really weird and slow, but we need them to do a trick that's really fast. And it would be a lot faster to buy them from the shop, but the shop during first cycle or just ever will not sell anything to Deku Link. They're pretty racist. So, yeah.
Yeah, the only other way to get Deku nuts during the cycle is from completing the treasure chest game. So that's even slower than that.
That's really slower. Ideally, we want to do most of the stuff that we can possibly do in this cycle after exiting the clock tower, because we have to wait around for in-game time to do stuff anyways. So, but in-game time is actually going to be pretty tight in this first cycle route because of what we're going to end up doing. Also, there's no way to do the Happy Mask cutscene skip in this route. That property in Majora's Mask, where if it takes 2 frames for cutscenes to start, and that remains true for this game. But we have no way to pause the game at this point because the start button is linked to the Bomber's Notebook, which we do not have at this point. So there's no way to like pause the game so that we can make that happen. Also, a really weird change. For some reason, the B button skips like so much stuff in this run. So that like Dawn of a New Day cutscene, if you mash the B button, it goes 2 seconds faster. Yeah, I don't really know why. Okay, so now we have control.
One of the changes with text is that they made a lot of text just like a single white box that just continues like each time, so it just goes really fast.
Yeah, despite not being able to skip that cutscene, we still exit the clock tower faster than the original game can, just because it's so fast. Okay, so we need to basically wait until night 3 so that the clock tower can open. So we're going to try to make it night 3 as fast as possible, and then we're going to do a bunch of stuff before midnight so that we can enter the clock tower. So the fastest way to do that is you can talk to Granny here, and she can move you forward 1 day by listening to the story of the 4 giants. And that'll make it 8 o'clock on the 3rd day. And now I'm going to go to the Scarecrow in the Clocktown shop. And that'll bring me to 6 p.m. And I'll have to wait 6 hours for the final day, or for midnight. Now, because acceleration's so slow, I'm going to be doing some side hops here because they accelerate instantly. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, so another thing that Deku Link can do is on the first frame you land out of a side hop, you can carry all of the momentum of the side hop into a spin, and you can go really fast with it. And then you don't have to wait to accelerate because, yeah, it's like fast acceleration, I guess.
That also works as Goron. You can roll out of a side hop like that.
Yeah, but it's not quite as useful as Goron. Actually, as Goron, it's kind of annoying because you're like your like camera and stuff gets all messed up, and it like usually is annoying when that happens. Okay, so now that it's 6 o'clock, I have a very tight deadline that I need to be making in this run. So I have to be moving very, very quickly. It's incredibly important that I slow down for nothing.
You're talking about the moon falling, right?
Yes, the moon falling. I don't want the moon to fall on me. Absolutely. So these owls in this game work a little differently. This first one actually activates from like a trigger.
I actually think this is a cutscene trigger.
It is a cutscene trigger, yeah. So that's kind of weird, but in the original game, you need to hit them with a sword. But in this game, you just need to go up to them and like activate them with the A button. And that change is actually going to be really important in this run in a couple of minutes here, which is kind of weird, but that's, whatever. So because in-game time is going on right now, and I need to wait for midnight anyways, it doesn't really waste too much time to get these rupees because the only time that I'm wasting is the time where time is not passing in-game. So like opening doors, loading zones, opening the chest, but all of the movement is not wasting any time over what I'd be waiting for anyways. So I got those rupees here because I'm going to buy the bomb bag. And getting the bomb bag now is actually not too bad because we are going to need bombs in this run. And it's kind of good to get them during first cycle because, like I said, time isn't really... We're waiting around anyways. But there's also another really good reason for getting bombs, and that's actually that we're going to be using them in first cycle. Normally, Deku is not able to use bombs, but we're going to be getting a little creative. So I think some people are talking about the Circle Pad Pro and the camera controls. I am playing this game on a 3DS XL right now, but I have a Circle Pad Pro next to me, and it will be getting some use in this run because the Circle Pad Pro is actually very useful. In fact, I'm going to be using it in a minute here. And the reason it's very useful is, for whatever reason, if you have a second analog stick activated, like for using the Circle Pad Pro or using a new 3DS, when you go into the home menu, it's actually incredibly easy to buffer inputs with frame perfect accuracy if you have that second analog stick. And it seems really weird, and that's because it is really weird. But I can use that to pull off frame precise tricks with a really good amount of consistency. And actually right here, I'm going to be utilizing that for a pretty difficult trick. Hopefully I get it. If I miss it, I'll go for it again, but it will lose a considerable amount of time because I'm not going to be making this cycle that I want to make. So hopefully I don't miss it, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, there's a title text trigger that for some reason you can just outright skip, but oh, you didn't skip.
I'm not going to skip it because I'm coming back to that fairy fountain later. Wink, wink. Okay, I paused really early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this looks bad. Yep, that's bad. Okay. Did anyone count how many home buffers I did there?
No.
We did 6.
Okay, 6. All right, that's kind of bad. I got
I
messed up.
counted 7.
7. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make this anymore. 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is really bad. I keep missing it, dude. All right, I'm gonna be losing a decent amount of time in this cycle.
Your backup strat would just to get to swamp with cutscene skip.
I can't do cutscene skip.
I'm saying after first cycle.
No, I'm not gonna do that because this is too cool. I have to show it off.
Okay.
Ah, okay, that kind of sucks. I've completely lost track of home buffers, so I'm gonna save warp at some point. All right, I'm just gonna wait for in-game time to go to midnight actually, because this kind of sucks. And if it turns to midnight in Clocktown, then bad things. Or if it turns to midnight in Termina Field, bad things happen. So this is going to be really slow, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, I usually don't have that much trouble with this trick, but it's tricky. It's a tricky trick. Am I going to have enough time to make it to the clock tower? I should, right?
Yeah, you should be like with a minute or so remaining.
Okay.
I told you it was the moon crash.
It was, honestly. So, I haven't really explained this right now, but there's only one frame where I can pull out this bomb. Which makes it kind of difficult. And there's only like 2 frames that I can get pushed like this. So this should work. Oh! Are you kidding me, dude? All right, this might be really bad. I might just have to go get the song first cycle.
Oof.
This is like, it's just not something you can prepare for.
Yeah, just
That
go into Clock Tower. You don't have enough time for this.
Yeah.
Are you sure I don't?
Yeah.
Yes, straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't done the cutscene skip in forever, dude.
Do the time stop method if you know. How
I
to do
don't-
that.
Really know how to do that either.
It's really
Pretty
easy. You could
dumb.
probably do it your first try.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go get this song. Or go get the ocarina now. Alright, so that's a gainer. Woo! You can't practice for these things.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Nah, no, you can't. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, nice title tag skip going up the
Yeah, it was.
So one property as Deku is that you can literally skip like any text trigger using shield and spinning. For some weird reason, that works.
I guess I'm not sure what I'm gonna do now with this route. I guess I'll just go get the song. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck it. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you have to get Song of Soaring and then go to get Goron.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. It sucks. Whatever.
2014, any percent.
Apparently.
This game came out in 2015. Game stable. Thank you very much.
So what I was supposed to do there was get the I was supposed to escape clockdown by going under the guard, but I got like messed up a couple times because like I'm actually the worst. And I don't know, pretty much every possible scenario of something that could have gone wrong went wrong at least once. Which, you know, is my fault, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna improv. We'll get it to work. Wabi's probably gonna write passive-aggressive tweets at me in Japanese. Oh wait, he already did. Nice. That's fine. He's a poser, anyways.
Wow. Honestly, who are you if you don't have sub 130?
TBH, dude, I got first frame. If you pull the ocarina there on the first frame possible, Tattle is white during that cutscene. Any other frame you pull it, she's gonna be green. So at least that was fast, you know, cutting down on the frames and all that. So yeah. Anyone here like video games?
I sure hope not.
I would agree with that sentiment.
Rip me.
Rip.
Dude, rip. Yeah, can we get Metroid Prime in the next Zelda Speedruns Marathon, please? Metroid Prime 2. Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube, please.
Or we should get Federation Force in here.
No, I think that's a bad idea.
He said Metroid.
Yeah. Dude, nice emote.
Thanks.
Wait, is that yours?
Yeah. Well, it's on my channel. It's not
Yeah,
mine.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Hey,
No,
Leo.
I'm not gonna shut up. You shut up, you piece of shit. I mean, anyone here like video games? Hey, do you guys watch Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty's too intelligent for me.
Man, I'm banned. Please ban me. I don't deserve to be in this marathon.
And for future marathons. Sorry.
Haha. I'm your crazy uncle cucumber Nick. Rat-a-tat-tat. Haha. That's my catchphrase. Dude, Uncle Ben's rice.
Dude, the first speedrun commentary I ever saw was Ing's run. And now he said that this commentary is great. It makes me feel all happy inside.
We've come full circle. Dude, IngX24, as in IngX24 from his Majora's Mask speedrun in 1 hour 49 minutes. That's 149. I did that backwards.
You did that backwards.
149.
Actually, I'm talking about IngX32.
Oh, okay. Dude, hey.
Anybody who jokes about that meme, by the way, is already banned from my chat.
Yeah. So if you make the Ben drown meme, you should honestly probably just like go drown yourself or something because it's not funny. You actually shouldn't do that. Like, please don't ban me. I'm sorry. But that meme isn't funny, and I don't like it.
Reminder to equip the Goron mask. Oh wait, that's not in this run anymore. That hasn't been in this run in years. Never mind.
Ben drowned. Yeah, can I get banned at a GDQ for misconduct at this marathon? How far can we push the envelope?
Dude, speaking of which, does anybody have the link to the YouTube, archive of Slayer's Far Cry 3 run from NASA?
Hey, how do I do this cutscene skip?
Okay, so get on the tree branch, like the root. You know where you do it?
Yeah, and I do time stop.
Slash and do time stop. Yeah.
Okay.
And you want to be at half a heart before you do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then jump slash into the Deku Baba so it kills you in the air and heal, and like press A to return Song of Time as you're dead so that you get your health back.
How many text boxes are there?
2 on the
There's two that you have to press A on.
Yeah, because the first one's the one that's like, oh, you're gonna lose all your items.
Okay, so I use the first one to
jump slash.
Right? The first one
use
use
the first one to jump slash.
Why'd you get a bomb drop? You're gonna lose it.
You're gonna lose it?
Yeah, you're about to use Song of Time.
I am?
Yes,
That's
this
the
is
point.
You
That's
use
how you
Song
heal
of Time to
yourself.
get the time stuff here. That's the only way. Normal time stop with the heart doesn't work.
Let's see if
Am I
Ben
standing
gets
in the wrong
this trick
place?
the first time he's ever done it. You might need to be further to the left.
Oh, I got it. I'm stuck. Oh, this keys. He's coming for me, dude. All right. Oh, I died.
This is the best run ever.
Oh, we're gonna figure this out, guys. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna figure this out.
Dude, your own bomb killed you.
I forgot that bombs make other bombs explode. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, they do that in bad Zeldas. It's not that he's messing up the trick. He's just never done it before.
It's his first time.
I've done this loads of times, dude. What are you talking about? All right, there we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, do I need to like mash A? He died, dude. All right,
Just watch the cutscene.
I'm gonna watch the cutscene. Hey, do you guys like cutscenes?
Speaking of train wreck, I'm about to answer a phone call. BRB.
Yeah, BRB.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'm still going underestimate. It's fine.
We probably should have told you that you're supposed to jump slash when he was coming to attack you.
I did.
Well, I mean, when he stretches his neck out to attack you.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I know how Deku Babas work. It's fine. This cutscene's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Hey, I promise after this, it's going to be totally fine. TBH, yeah, too much Spirit Tracks. Hey, there's one good thing about this. No matter how badly I do, this literally can't be worse than that OT run.
Shots fired.
Honestly, none of this would have happened if I had just gotten the clock town escape. I just have no idea what to do if, like, I've never been in a situation where I've missed it that many times. So it's just unfortunate.
Backup strats are always good to have.
Well, I mean, that's not really like a backup strat you should have because, you know, you shouldn't miss that trick. Like,
Yeah, you shouldn't miss it that much.
you shouldn't miss,
mean-
like, you know,
I mean, for a marathon, it's good to have backup strats.
you know, brain cells and all.
Now to head back to Clocktown. JK, in bottle.
Okay, so I'm getting this song. They moved it. And yeah, normally I would have gotten this drink for a cycle, but you know, that's what happens when you're dropped on your head as a kid. Am I right?
Well, now you can go straight to get bottle. So that's a plus,
No, I'm not gonna go straight to get bottle. That's slower.
but you need it.
No, I don't, because I'm gonna come back here with Goron mask, and it's gonna be faster.
You need the bottle to get Goron, don't you?
No.
Okay.
Please explain Link's fatness. Yes. So Link is fat in Majora's Mask. I was starting off time storage. Nice. I gotta talk to these guys again. And that's because he's fat in Majora's Mask. So I need to get bombs again because Song of Time deletes bombs. Look at that, I didn't get bombs, so that's cool. So I gotta reload the area. So that I can get bombs. Dude, really? Epic. Oh my god, please.
Great RNG.
Please.
You have enough to buy some if you're not getting any. This is silly.
I do, but like, I'm not gonna give in. Alright, we got bombs. Alright, this run is officially fine. Alright, so, I'm gonna go get the Goron mask, the fat mask. And you don't need the Goron mask to beat this game. Older routes actually skipped it because it wasn't fast, but guess what? Now it's fast. Bet you weren't expecting that one. So you can just side hop on this wall because Grezzo. And that skips a lot of stuff. Also, recoil flips in this game were patched, but only when you use explosives to do them. Every other situation, they work just fine. So you do them here to speed things up a little bit. Camera, nice. So another thing about the game is the camera is aids and doesn't stay in like a good position ever. So pretty great. Really glad that they did that. Okay, so I'm gonna get the Mountain Village Owl. Because, spoilers, I'm coming back here at some point. Also, I'm going to be doing a trick here. This is a forward extended super slide. Basically, I just have to hold this position on my control stick called ESS, which basically I just barely hold it down. And then I let damage hit me, and then I target it. Oh. Okay, sure, we're just going to roll. That's fine. Everyone say hello to Tingle. Everyone say goodbye to Tingle. So, in order to get the Goron mask, you have to get the Lens of Truth first, because this game is good. Hopefully I don't miss this jump. I missed this jump, but I have more attempts, so that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This is fine.
Oh, that was almost bad. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, there's tons of bombs in these bushes. I'm gonna grab a bunch. I don't actually need that many though. It's kind of hard not to spoil the run from 2 seconds ahead. But I'll try harder. All right. So now I have the Lens of Truth. It's a pretty rad item. I'm gonna grab a fairy because I'm low on health. So mashing the B button makes Link climb faster because this game has incredibly good game design. So currently, as I speak, I am mashing the B button with all of my might. And I look pretty stupid here sitting at my desk, hunched over this portable children's video game console, mashing the button as fast as I can. So, you know, if I could put that on the stream, I think that would be more entertaining than me actually climbing that massive ladder. You guys could laugh at me and say, hey, look at that idiot. Mashing the buttons. But that only works on the 3D version. That doesn't work on N64. My capture card. Shoot. Okay. That might happen once or twice, but that's fine. So I just spliced the run there because it was bad, and I wanted to make it not bad. This is pre-recorded, by the way. Just thought I'd be honest. No, my capture card actually just sucks, so... but hopefully that won't happen very often. Okay, so the Goron mask is fast. Strangely enough. It's also fat. Hey, guess what? That happened again. But I swear it won't happen again after this. Cool. I'm glad that's happening a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Clocktown because no, I'm not going to go back to Clocktown. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm actually going to go to Southern Swamp because I need the bottle. Yeah, only every few seconds. So I'm gonna go get the bottle now from the witches in Southern Swamp or in the Woods of Mystery. So shoot. So Goron Link has some of like the fastest movement without. I think he has the fastest movement without using any glitches. So for just like general movement, he's pretty good. Okay, so this witch is gonna be like, hey, you know, I'm fat. Go get me some fat juice, and so that's what I'm gonna do.
She wants her Szechuan sauce.
The Szechuan sauce, yeah.
Goron Link was also very buffed combat-wise in this game. His punches come out like really fast compared to the original game, so it's just better to just use Goron punches for a lot of fights if possible.
Yeah, Goron was really OP as far as his punching. There's like, and you can just punch so much faster than on the N64 version.
Also, these witches only talk to human Link, so they're racist against all other forms of Link.
Yeah, I have to talk to these guys as human, or they get mad at me. I guess I should save warp in a second because I totally lost track of how many thingamajigs I've used up. No, I think I'll do my save warp before Woodfall. I think that'll work better. Okay, so I needed to get the red potion to the witch there, which normally you would not have to do, but I am going to do it there for a specific reason that you'll find out about later. Okay, so now I'm going to beeline it over to Great Bay, and I'm going to go get the Zora mask. Very exciting. So to enter Great Bay, oh, nice. I'm going to be doing a little setup here. Stop. So I'm going to be using this home buffering again because this is a really, that's fine, precise jump. Okay, so I want you, and I'm going to fill this bottle with bugs. So long jumping in this game, for whatever reason, if you get hit by a bomb, well, it's because in Majora's Mask, the speed at which you jump is basically the same. It depends on how fast you were moving when you left the ledge. And so if you get hit by a bomb, you can jump really, really far. It's actually kind of insane. You'll get a better look of what it kind of is in a sec. Okay. I think I'm going to get this transition. Oh, no. This transition's fine. I'll be fine. But for whatever, I think it's because of the increased frame rate in this game. They actually send you way further in this game than on N64. Okay, day-night transition. I'm still in the water, right? Yeah, okay. Not a huge deal. So after this, I'm gonna hightail it over to Pirate's Fortress to go get the hook shot, and then once I get the hook shot, we're gonna start moving here. We're gonna be getting some work done. You'll see. You'll see.
Welcome to the death of a fish. Prepare your
Yeah.
memes.
Is dying, so please post Frank or Z in the chat. There's a meme where people post other emotes, but like Frank or Z is the only emote for me. Dude, I just love that dog. Look at him. Just take a good old look, you know. Maybe Google a upscaled PNG. He's just great. The Frank or Z's, they're just flying in right now.
I kind of messed it up.
That's okay. That's okay. Floover Z is good too. Floover Z is a comparable emote quality.
No cool cats though.
No, cool cats are for posers, honestly. Okay, so there's the fish mask. Fish mask 3D.
For some reason, this one's the most disliked out of all of them. I disagree with that.
I think
With the
Deku's the worst, dude.
I agree with Deku is the worst.
Deku is like so boring. But that's okay because like we barely use Deku. Do we even use him again? Yeah, I use him one more time. But other than that, no.
It's not an open woodfall, right?
Yeah, no, I use him 2 more times. Okay, so roll over here. So normally when you put on a mask for the first time, there's like a little cutscene that plays. But since I already had the Goron mask on, it actually skips that cutscene. Also, the fastest form of movement here. So they changed the way that Zora swims first off, which is kind of stupid. You have to use magic to go at full speed. Missed that. Which is really stupid. But the fastest way to actually like move there is to mash the R button, which is like actually arthritis, and it's really annoying, but it's pretty good. All right. So right here, I'm going to be doing a trick where I do that. Oh my god. I'm going to be doing a trick where I forget how to play this video game. Oh, I got it. Nice.
We are going to get the most broken item in the game.
We already have... What am I doing? We already have the most broken item in the game.
Not the Goron mask.
Are you talking about the hookshot?
Yeah.
The hookshot's not that broken. Compared to the Goron mask. Compared to the Goron mask, no way. Not even a contest.
But you need the hookshot to the, or the bow, I guess, to...
Nah, Goron mask is more broken. Okay, so I'm doing a trick here called mask jumping to skip the sewer. Basically, if you try to jump slash and equip a mask at the same time, you kind of get this like weird cancel the jump slash, and it gives you a little extra height. Nice. So that's good. Okay, so there's a cutscene coming up in the next room, and I'm going to be doing a trick called... Also, yeah. Women abuse. Pretty great. Not actually. Respect women, please. So yeah, I'm doing a trick called mask storage here. Which... that wasn't mask storage. So basically, I'm going to catch these bugs in my bottle, and then I'm going to use Goron Mask in midair and shield. And then I'm going to try to use bottle just before I land, and that's going to basically try to play a cutscene, but like it's going to do weird stuff. And it's going to let me get past the cutscene where the bee flies into this beehive, which is fast. Also, Zora fins in this game can just like go through walls, which is pretty good and pretty useful there. Another thing to note is this game is built off of the Japanese version of the game, the Japanese 1.1 of the original N64 version. And the reason we know that, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one of the reasons is that entrance to this room at the end of that hallway actually does not exist in the English version of the game. Okay, so I'm gonna save and reset here because I did some weird stuff with home buffering, and there's like an in-game timer thing that happens, and it got all messed up basically. So it doesn't waste very much time. I just need to make sure that I know what I'm doing. This would be much better than going in totally blind.
Yeah, because of the fun with the Gibdo mask later on.
Yeah, we'll be getting to that. Okay, so I am going to be getting the Picto box here, which is because we just want to take some pictures of the lovely Terminus scenery, and you can actually skip the boat ride right there by opening the door before the cutscene starts.
It's not that you open the door, it's that you're in front of the door and she can't talk to you when you're in front of the door.
I kind of messed that up. All right, so the reason that the Goro mask is like so good is because we can do this little thing right here. This is called the Goron missile glitch, and it's pretty crazy. And we should have discovered it like months ago, years ago, probably, but we didn't. So basically, what's going on here is, and that was a very mild use of what it can do. It's a lot crazier than that. But basically, what's going on there is you can use a glitch to use the hookshot as Goron, and if you have the hookshot in your hand and then you do a Goron pound, you kind of just go really fast. Okay, so I'm using... Oh, shoot. I'm backflipping on top of this door frame so that I can backflip on top of this platform so that I can get to the end of this room and go straight to the throne room.
But for Goron Missile and all restricted items, we got the Picto box because that's how we have to do all restricted items, other than the Deku flower method.
Yeah, so the trick I was trying to do at the very beginning of the run, where I pulled out a bomb on the Deku flower, which I messed up for a very long time, is basically the same trick that allows me to use the hookshot as Goron. It's called restricted items. And basically what I do in this case is I pull out the Picto box, you have to have the Picto box for it to work. So I pull out the Picto box, and then I swap a usable item with a non-usable item. In this case, I swapped a mask, because Goron Link can use masks with the hookshot, because Goron Link cannot use hookshot. And for a short period of time, the usability of those items will be switched. So I would not have been able to use the mask, and I would be able to use the hook shot, and that allows me to use the hook shot. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty great. We're going to be getting to much more like cool applications of it in a hot sec. But first start, that's pretty okay. The glitch is called restricted items because it allows us to use restricted items. Okay, so
Can't
we're
both
actually
Gora missile and item slide crash the game if you go too fast?
not on MM3D. Goron Missile cannot crash the game. On original MM, it can. You can get some very strange side effects with Goron Missile, but I've never gotten it to crash. All right, so. So what I did right there was, so this is a little weird, but all of the fairy fountains exist on the same map. Oh, that's kind of dumb. Okay. Well, I just got to do this slow strat now. And so what I did there is nope, I gotta put on Deku mask. Is I use the Goron mask, the Goron missile, to jump from one fairy fountain to the next. So I can go straight to Woodfall. Even though it was really close, that's a couple of seconds faster to do it this way. And I'd say it's also easier because the movement you have to do to get from Deku Palace to the Woodfall Temple area is kind of like, I don't really like it very much. Oh! All right, that was almost bad. All right, so now I'm inside Woodfall. And this is going to be the first dungeon that I beat. And guess what? This is a speed run. We're going to be going pretty... Oh, I didn't even know that could happen. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. I bounced off that torch. It was weird. It's going to be pretty fast dungeon. We're going to pretty much just Goron missile our way around.
You guys heard
Yeah.
of boss keys before?
What?
You guys heard of boss keys before?
I have no idea what a boss key is. And if you have no idea what a boss key is, this run certainly will not be a good aid in helping you figure that out, because we won't be getting any of them. Okay, so that's the hero's bow, and now we're going to be doing something that actually we kind of just figured out recently. Oh, really? Okay, I kind of messed it up a little bit. That's fine. I'll just have to come back and do it again. It'll only take a second. I've never had it mess up like that, though. So it kind of looks like Goron Link is like just teleporting, but it's actually just him moving from like standing in one position to another in like a single frame. All right, I'm gonna turn a bit further to the left this time. Or to the right. Oh. The positioning for this particular trick is a little hard. Wow. Okay. I didn't have very much trouble with this when I was practicing it, but it's a pretty new glitch. Or a pretty new application for a glitch. So. All right, there we go. So that's the boss key skip. A little slow, but that's fine. I don't have any magic, so this fight's going to be a little weird. I'm not sure if I can get magic anywhere in this arena. Is there any magic in here?
Yeah, there should be magic in the bushes.
Yeah, the bushes are like either magic or dirt nuts or something. If I'm remembering right.
There we go. Oh, messed that up. All right. Oh. Oh, I messed it up.
This boss fight is pretty straightforward.
Ah. What? Okay, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't have to get magic at the beginning of the fight, unfortunately. It shouldn't affect me that much. Alright, where'd he go? Oh my god.
Thank you. Good kill.
Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. He's dead. So you can stun that guy from behind. It's pretty great, I guess. I'm going to be getting heart containers because Majora is very scary in this game.
So yeah, that fight's just a little finicky. There's some weird things like after he gets up, after you hit his eye 5 or 6 times or something, he'll jump, and the I don't know distance that he jumps is actually random. It's like 2 set patterns, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he's a lot slower than in the original game. But that's just the way it goes. But that's our first dungeon completed, so pretty nice. Only 3 to go. So before we complete another dungeon, we're going to do a bit of a detour. Yeah, also the Goron missile glitch, it can be done on N64, but it requires a lot of setup for every single time you want to do it.
And trying to do Goron missile on N64 is pointless. It's nowhere near as fast.
Oh yeah, it's about 5 times as fast on this game, the speed you can get, which is like, what?
Yeah.
And also, there you go.
From the test that we've done, it comes out to be at least 5 times faster, but speed is calculated different for the 3DS and the N64. On the N64, it's simple multiplication. Your speed when you press pound is multiplied at a constant, and then you're sent backwards on N64, and then on 3DS. 3DS, 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 3DS
basically it's a lot faster, and you don't go backwards, you go forwards, so it's way more practical. Goron Missile isn't useless for like, I mean, it's pretty useless just because of how long it takes to set up, but like, yeah, it's just so much more useful in this game. Like, that's all you really need to know. Okay, so we're going to be making a little detour before we go beat our next dungeon. Also, this cutscene doesn't happen if you've beaten another dungeon before this, but because you really need to get the bow before doing pretty much any other dungeon, it's just better to watch this first. That's just the way it goes. But that's okay. It evens out in the end. Alrighty. All right, so going back to the fairy fountain here. I'll make sure I set this up right. Nope. All right. So because of how the fairy fountain works, like how I explained it earlier, they kind of create a nifty little hub from getting from place to place. Come on. Where am I? All right, there we go. So I can go from Woodfall to Ikana in the blink of an eye. I think I'll just save, just for safety, because why not? What? Did I not get Goron Missile? Nice. And so I can just Goron Missile straight into the house here. And you're probably wondering, if you've ever played this game before, you know, why the heck you get in the game dough mask? Well, it's actually really important. It's probably like one of the most important items in the game. So going a little bit out of our way to get it, not a huge deal. Before Goron Missile, there were like a lot of different things you'd have to do to get into Ikana early. But it's pretty simple with Goron Missile. I think you have to do about 5 different tricks to get the Goron Missile, or to get in there. I sorted to the wrong place. You had to do 5 different tricks to get into Ikana and get the Gypto mask, but you don't have to do a single one of those anymore. You can just use Goron Missile to get all the way there.
Yeah. Nuptup, we actually don't do bottom of the well anymore because we get rid of Red Potion at the beginning of the game.
Well, it's not because we get rid of Red Potion. It's just because, like,
well, we have access to Mountain Village.
Yeah, we have Mountain Village now, so it's way faster to use this owl statue. So that's good. I'm going to have to end up waiting just a little bit here. Okay, so bow, Deku stick. So I'm going to talk to my boy Tingle here. So I can do a trick called action swap there, and that allows me to basically shoot a flaming arrow to melt that ice. Okay, so Gypto mask, bugs. I'm gonna dump the bugs. Oh, I'm actually a lot closer than I thought I'd be. This is a little scary, but I should be okay.
And that action swap you saw isn't the only action swap that we will be using in this run.
Okay, so now I'm going to catch the hot spring water, get a lovely error message, and I'm going to play the inverted Song of Time. And that's going to... Actually, you didn't see it right there because time was moving kind of slowly. But basically, time was moving really, really fast right there. And it would have cycled between night and day a lot. And so I'm in a really weird state right now where very strange things happen.
And since you were in the grotto,
yeah, the grotto is really good. It puts us in a desirable state.
if you wait too long, I believe that it will eventually, if you get a bad cycle, it'll eventually give you like a moon crash.
So basically at the beginning of the run, I started a personal timer. So every 80 seconds, there is a basically a cycle in which you can catch the hot spring water. And these cycles begin when you boot up the game. So every 80 seconds, you get a desirable cycle. Oh, I wasn't nearly going fast enough there. And so basically, and that cycle lasts for 15 seconds. Are you kidding me, dude? Please just get across the gap.
So Gibdo Mask, what it does is if you do it with a bottle and then catch hot spring water in it, it writes directly to what day you're on and what time speed it's going.
So basically, we're going to use that to get some really weird effects. Like, really, really weird. Also, Gora Missile is, like, so overpowered. You can just, like, go. Wee.
So, as a side note, we were very, very close to getting light arrow skip, but due to hardware implementation by Nintendo, it's impossible to get the correct value. It's mainly because there's a small window where if we catch it with a Camaro
Nice.
bottle adventure, if we catch hot spring water in it, we would be able to get a random value once we exit a grotto or something. And since the frame that Light Arrows is on is so early into launching the game, it's impossible to catch it.
Yeah, so basically what's going on with that is what I'm doing with the Gibdo Mask, why I duped over the Gibdo Mask and I caught hot spring water in it. If you do a different item, you get some other strange effects, and basically there's one where it'll give you like random items pretty much with some really weird stipulations, but yeah. And it cycles between each item every frame. And Light Arrows is on the list of items that it can give you, but the thing is that the only frames that Light Arrows appears on are odd number frames, and I missed the switch. They added the switch here, which is kind of dumb. But because of how the 3DS works, only even numbered items basically show up, which is kind of stupid. So a really cool trick, which used to like have a ton of use. Oh shoot! Get up there. Is actually going to be shown off in this room coming up. It's called the extended hookshot glitch. It has a lot of things that you can do with it, but basically you can clip through like walls and stuff with it and hookshot a lot of stuff. It's a pretty dumb glitch. But first I'm going to be doing something called first person glitch. Okay, which basically, you know, it made it so that Link was in the first person point of view, and then I could hookshot that box through the wall. All right, so I just used that trick I was trying to do in the beginning of the game. That's a flower slide, and I used that with the Deku Link to basically it makes him go underground as he would with the Deku Flower, but he goes really, really fast, and he's underground. And you can go under that wall and skip that room by doing that. I wanted to get Deku Sticks here. I don't know what the best item to use is. I guess just Jump Slash.
You have Deku Nuts.
I have one Deku Stick. I should probably use that.
Yeah, because you can get some from the Hot Spring Water Grotto.
Oh, I broke my Deku Stick. I'm just gonna do Jump Slashes. That's fine. It's gonna be pretty slow, but what are you gonna do?
Can't do much about it.
Yeah, I'd rather just not die. What am I doing? What? What was that? Yeah, this fight's going really slowly. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. I'd rather just not die. If I die there, it's like way worse, so that's fine. Oh, I'm on top of the chest. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna play Song of Soaring to go back to the beginning of the dungeon. What were we saying?
You might need to take a detour back into Swamp to grab a Deku Stick, because you'll need it for the action swap.
Oh, right. Good point.
That shouldn't be too big of time loss.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Honestly, I would have never thought of that.
Chat. Thank the chat.
I would have never thought of that.
Either.
Who said that?
Iwabi and Flex.
Okay, TBH, thank you so much for pointing that out, because I would have never gotten that. So they moved that switch. Also, Death Warping isn't faster there as it would be on N64 or VC or whatever, because Song of Soaring was made faster in this version. Okay, I'm going to grab some hearts here, because Twin Mold is a scary boss. And one of the biggest reasons that this route is like good is because we can use Goron Missile here to go really fast. All right, cool. And now we're in the boss loading zone. Something that I never mentioned is that loading zones extend infinitely upwards. So as long as I'm above a loading zone, I can enter it, so long as there's not a floor somewhere above it. And that loading zone does not have a floor above it. So you can just like, woo, right above the loading zone. So that's Inverted Stone Tower Temple. This boss is a lot different. He's also like super dumb. Oh, that's really bad. I really have to be careful with this red guy. I'm gonna grab these hearts because one more hit will kill me. Cool. So that's blue. And probably like the bigger change to this fight is the red twin mold, which is really annoying. You can lose a lot of time to this guy. But hopefully we won't. Did we get like a huge raid? There's like 3,000 viewers now. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a really cool marathon. I'm glad it's successful.
Page.
We're on front page! Well, we're going fast, fam. Just thought I'd let you know. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some magic, and then we're putting on the Donkey Kong mask. This mask is so goofy.
And Twin Mold is impossible to fight without the Giant's mask.
Yeah, you cannot kill red twin mold without this mask.
So that's one major change about.
Okay. And basically how you fight him is you just beat the shit out of him. It's really annoying because basically every couple passes he does, he'll go back into the ground and any damage you've done to him is reset. And then you just spin his tail around and slam him into the ground, and it's so goofy. Fun fact, if you just do that and you don't do any input while he's spinning around, it takes 4 cycles to kill him. But if you spin the control stick, you cut 1 cycle out of the fight. All right, and then the other phase is you can stun him by just throwing a boulder at him.
This fight is fairly quick and easy.
It's fairly quick and easy so long as you can get the 1 cycle where you have to punch him, because even though the fight is 3 cycles, there's only 2 boulders in the arena, and if you miss and throw one of the boulders like to the wall of the arena, it's gone forever, and you don't get another one. So you have to make sure not to miss. Oh shoot, I forgot to play Song of Double Time. That's fine. I'll just have to. Well, I mean, that's only gonna take like a minute of in-game time.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to wait a little bit. But that's fine. I was caught up with that fight, you know. I was just getting into it. Okay. Whee. That was twin mold. Grabbing the heart container because, as I said before, Majora is. I mean, we'll get to the fight, but man, Majora is a pain in this game, a real pain. So yeah, I use my Deku stick like an idiot. Normally I have more Deku sticks, but Well, I can't use Song of Double Time after I beat the boss because time doesn't work in the boss arena after the boss is dead. Time gets like really weird and time songs don't do anything. So Song of Double Time wouldn't have worked. So on N64, or Wii VC, the original version of the game, you can skip all of these Giants cutscenes by using Song of Time Storage, but we can't do that because Song of Time Storage, although it works, it does not work the same way. Which is
In
unfortunate.
addition, Ocarina diving is actually patched.
It is patched.
So it's hard to get it anywhere, and even if you did do Ocarina diving, the text immediately comes up after the loading zone in this game for some weird reason.
It does. And the other thing is playing Song of Time does not save the game. So that's kind of stupid, but whatever. So yeah, I have no idea what time it is because the glitch I did with the Gibdo mask actually removes the clock from the bottom of the screen. I should have gone to Swamp before playing that song. I wouldn't have gotten that cutscene. So
It looks like
morning,
it's 4 or something.
if you looked at the banner, it said morning of the second day, negative 23 hours remains. So it's safe to say that time is pretty messed up right now.
We've
Okay,
overflowed
so-
time.
Time has, yeah, it's overflowed a little bit. Okay, so I need to get that Decky stick. That's fine. Wish I would have remembered that, but whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to do what every really fast Majora's Mask player does. I'm going to go to the post office. And I'm worried that I'm going to forget about side quests, so I'm going to set an alarm with Tattle, which is something you can do in this game. Yeah, and I'm just gonna wait on the postman's bed because I love the postman.
Nerds, SOTD storage, it actually works if you advance to the next day, but nothing else.
Oh boy, this sure is riveting. I got a Deku Stick, nerds. Dawn of a new day. Well, that's not right. Oh, gee whiz. I'm here. So I'm in the boss. And... So I'm going to use that same action swap. The same action swap with glitch I used earlier to get into the grotto, and I'm going to use it to unfreeze goats. So I've totally skipped the fire arrows at this point, and I'm just going to fight the boss. This is fine. Goat is stupid. He's really bad. So hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's not too bad. So basically, I need to hit him while I'm in midair, and I missed him that time. I need to hit him while I'm in midair to stun him. Okay. One, two. So normally this is supposed to be like probably, I think a 4-cycle fight, 4 or 5, but if you know where his damage caps, you can make it a 3-cycle fight. So that's why I'm using a very specific damage combination to kill him a little bit faster. Don't do it. Are you kidding me, dude? He's invulnerable when he does that kick attack. So I have to go around the arena an extra time. And that didn't work. But that did work, so that's fine. Alright, so that's good. Stupid boss, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would wonder, well, if you can do this weird wrong warp glitch where you can pretty much just warp the bosses, why don't you just, like, go to the moon, or why don't you go to, you know, insert area here? The thing is there's only really specific places you can go to. It is limited, unfortunately, but it's still pretty cool, and it's still pretty fast. I think I'm going to end up going a little bit overestimate just because of the flower slide thing. It shouldn't be too much if everything else goes, like, not so poorly that I throw my 3DS on the floor and step on it because I'm pissed.
Will you be safety saving?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be. Let me actually pull up, oh shoot, text. Let me pull up my cycle. I think I'm going to be in a bad cycle anyway, so I'm definitely going to safety save.
I do not blame you for that one.
To go into a little more detail as to how the wrong warp works, when it said dawn of a new day, that is actually what causes the wrong warp to happen. So for some reason, when you do the Gibdo Mass Ball Adventure, if you set your day super far ahead and hit a day transition, the dawn of the new day wrong warp will occur on some of those days, and if not most of them, except for like days that are like some days can still cause the moon to crash, though, is what I meant there.
Oh, actually, I think I can make this cycle. I'm going to try to. Maybe not now. I think I'm going to try to, but it's really close. That's why I safety saved. I should make it. Go, 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 go. Alright, that should work. Okay. So, there we go. Donovan. And now... Whee! Everything... Cool. So this is the last dungeon I need to beat. Last boss.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad that worked. So something else to note. This is not over yet. I need to mash and play the song at the time. The moon can crash. Okay, morning of the third day. Okay, Georg was also changed a considerable amount in this game. I hope you like eyeball bosses.
Get to advanced time.
Third day is actually really good because I want to enter the clock tower when this fight's done. There's actually a way to clip into the clock tower with Goron Missile. That's pretty easy, but I haven't really practiced it, so I'd rather just do that. Damn it. One hit off. Alright, this brings us into the second phase of the fight, which is like a really bad phase. And there's a lot of luck involved. I almost got the quick cycle. So if you hit him 5 times before this... So basically, some spikes are going to spawn in this arena. Spikes are going to spawn in this arena, and you have to make him eat one of these spikes to stun him. And they took forever to spawn. And then you can hit his eye, which it's kind of a dumb mechanic. But if you hit him 5 times, you don't have to wait for the spikes. Swim to a spot where there's absolutely no spikes, or he can swim into the spikes, the mines. I guess they're not spikes, they're mines. He can swim into the mines that are close by him and blow them up so that you cannot use them. Luckily, he was pretty considerate. Yeah, that was pretty good. Except for the fact that it took a really long time for them to spawn.
Good fight.
That was pretty good. It's about as good as you can get. Okay, all that's left is to go beat the final boss. Once again, I will be getting the heart container because Majora is a really dumb boss fight in this game. Ah! Splice.
Funnily enough, you can actually skip that entire phase, but only if you have the ice arrows.
Yeah, if you have the ice arrows, you can make an ice platform at the top of the water and just shoot him with arrows while he's swimming around. I'm sorry about the black screen there. My capture card's a little bit messed up, so sometimes it does. So I apologize. Luckily during cutscenes, so not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Something I forgot to mention, I actually didn't use here, but Japanese is the fastest version of the game, but only because of these cutscenes where text doesn't advance instantly, because there's a few less characters in those languages. So as you can see, this text box scrolls character by character very slowly. So it saves a couple of seconds in those language. It's not much. It's like maybe 15 seconds. It's really not a huge deal. And you can see the turtle there was behind a giant rock because I never got the new wave bossa nova and made the turtle look like, hey, look at me.
Can we get some Frank Grzes in the chat for the runner as he goes to fight Majora?
Yeah, can we get some Frank Grzes in the chat? I think that's something we don't even need a reason. Can we just get Frank Grzes in the chat, please? Yeah, I'm going a little bit overestimate here. If I don't die to Majora, this will be probably a 148. I apologize for that. Those mistakes at the beginning were just so devastating. Unfortunately, it just went so poorly that like I had not practiced any of the backups that would have been needed, because I've never messed up that trick so many times before. It's unfortunate. It's, you know, marathon shit. It's just what happens. Dude, if I was running this stream, we'd be playing the Frank or Z song right now. I feel like that's the best course of action here. Oh, I just dropped some frames. Whoops. Frank or Z's are just flying in right now. Frank or Z, 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 Frank or Z. So this cutscene kind of just takes forever. What are you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing. You're just gonna sit here, you're gonna watch it, you're gonna make jokes, you're gonna post dogs. That's just what we do here.
Lots of dogs.
That's just what we do here at Twitch.tv. We post dogs, we watch cutscenes, make jokes, we meme. It's just the way it goes. So yeah, this run's almost over. Pretty good time to, spout some shit. If you think I'm cool, probably very few people, hit me up on twitch.tv/benstephens56. Love you, fam. My commentators, the Wayfaring Fox, the Ultimate Stooges, they're cool guys. Maybe check them out too. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, the good shit. Give me money on Twitch. Please decimate my bank account with money.
It'll go towards a better capture card.
Please. I really want your money. No, don't do that. Please instead take my money. I don't deserve it. I'm a fraud. Please don't leave the stream. I'm begging you. Please. No, I can't do that. Yeah, dude, I'm just taking advantage of the people don't know any better on the front page. My viewers are literally just money bags to me. Let's be honest. No, they're not. Shout outs to my boy ZFG, whose viewers are literally just money bags to him, and who also dies on the boss right after this with the Fierce Deity mask. Something that I will not do without the Fierce Deity mask.
These shots. So Ben, will you be defeating or not defeating the remains?
He went mute. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
yeah, you can use Zora to stun Majora and then use the Majora to do damage. And here the remains are going to pop out. Each of them can fire and hit you, and each of them deals the harder damage, so they're pretty dangerous.
And don't they do 8 damage to Majora if they hit Majora?
Not yet.
It's in which form?
The last phase. So it's just standard with the first phase. Now here comes the Incarnation. Incarnation has a very nasty attack that can completely stun you if you're not prepared for it. So let's see how he handles it right now. You need to block that attack if he does it.
It looks like he's leaving the remains. So I don't know if that's the best choice, but it's sure something.
You know, Incarnation also gets out of every 3 hits of attacks, no matter what you do. Ben got knocked over, but that was the attack. That attack can stun you and deal 2 hearts of damage.
I think so. And then on top of the remains hitting you. So second phase is over and we're going into the final phase. I'm not sure if Ben's going to do the infinite Deku Stick strat or not. Right there you saw an example of remains hitting Majora. They do 8 damage, if I'm correct.
16.
16. Oh, dang. Yeah, so...
Majora in this phase has 40 health. So,
And each sword jump slash is what? 2?
yeah, 2.
We got Beyblades.
I think Joe needs one
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess I'm not muted anymore. That was really sloppy. I was muted for a little bit. Of that. I don't know why, but okay.
That was time.
That was time. So I apologize for not saying time because I still thought I was muted, but that was really bad. But basically what I was trying to do there is the remains can shoot Majora and they do 16 damage every time they shoot her. And basically the Great Fairy Sword, a jump slash from it, does 8 damage. So yeah. It does double damage of the most powerful attack that you can possibly do in the game. It's kind of crazy. That fight was awful, but whatever. I don't really care. That run was like also terrible, but thanks for watching.
I'm just glad Incarnation didn't hit you with the attack.
Yeah, he almost did. And I almost died because of Beyblades.
Yeah.
Terrible. But whatever. So, that was Majora's Mask.